5 minutes to come back to the cozy 3-room flat. Got a story to tell, Lord Plumbing and Hell Professor told me so. A princess almost to go, makes me able to wear my clothes, the time goes and goes. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always take care that my pace could be divided into 24 minus 9. My experience is that's why. I got a story to tell, Lord Plumbing and Hell Professor told me so. A princess almost to go, makes me able to wear my clothes, the time goes and goes. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. Are you happy? Are you young? Are you handsome? Are you strong? Do you have troubles? Do you serious? It's your got a story to tell, Lord Plumbing and Hell Professor told me so. This is almost the bones, makes me able to wear my clothes, the time goes and goes. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls. By the numbers, reading the signs you never take to see girls.
Yeah! How y'all doing out there? Alright. Thank you for joining me this evening. How y'all feel? Cause I feel so. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Yeah. Hands in the sky like AWE. Some call me awesome. Some call me busy. Call me often. Gator on my shirt. What did it look awesome? I'm good, please don't cross some. How rude. Stephanie Tanner, you don't gotta watch me, but please watch your manners. And I be getting green so mean. Bruce Banner, give the flow and presence, man, I'm the new Santa. And I'm saying Kansas where I'm staying with be like pops on the wings. And even through the hating and walls they thought I'd stay in. Who you playing? I done went Super Saiyan. This, that, off the glass, off the floor, off the board jam. We in the building, you wishing you had the floor plans. You just a doorman. Doorman. I wish I had more hands. Now tell me what got 2 thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. 2 thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly. So ask how I feel and you know I'll reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like
history in the making, ain't you feeling it? Thief flow, they say I'm on some show stealing. My solo discography, I'm building it. Now every time you hit the space bar, I'm killing it. Yeah, I'm so awesome. 200,000 was paid to outlaw some. They don't wanna follow my lead, I gotta keep the competition in line, you gotta torch them. Fire engine red, in that drop head. Haters drop when I'm in that bobsled. Cover girl on my side as she saying yes to my as she nods. XV from the middle of the map. I'm coming to you live from the middle of the trap. Colors in the chain like Skittles out the pack. The hustler teaming with the gentleman of rap.
Now tell me if I got two thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. Two thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel and let's go. Hands in the sky like I'm awesome. Every time I lay it down, I think that I kill 'em. Play possum, death proof. Tell 'em open wide when they see how I'm flossing. Cooler than a peppermint, Wayne's World excellent. Party on guards, swing, work ethic harder than a. That's why I can walk up into any restaurant and close the whole thing. See, even G couldn't. Semicolon dash parentheses, text messaging. That's a side smiley face, cause I'ma make the best of it. I assume you should make room for the elephant. Boom. Where I come from is irrelevant, cause my glory is all that I revel in. And my story begins where most levels end. So all I really gotta tell them is, now tell me what got two thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. Two thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel, and you know I reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports.
Catch me in my Mercedes, bumping ice, ice, baby, screaming shady till I die. Like I have a paradise, life's crazy, so I live it to the fullest. Till I'm crazy, and you only live it once. So I'm thinking about this nice, nice land, and wait, don't stop me now, boy. Living life in the fast lane, but at the speed of life, and I can't slow down. So I can't stop now.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Raptors come into town for this one. So glad you can join us for this presentation of 2K Sports in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan joining me, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start this season.
You know, this team has really wasted no time in making a strong statement. I mean, you look at the way they flowed on offense. They're in good rhythm. Everybody understands their roles. And defensively, they're playing with an aggressiveness that you like to see.
Well, it's exactly the tone they wanted to set for the season. Guys, things could not have started any better for them. They've already let every other team know they are not going to be an easy opponent.
And the Toronto starting five brought to you by State Farm. They've got Tracy McGrady, Charles Oakley out there with Camden. Then there's Calderon, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. And for Miami, Wade and LeBron are the wingmen. Warning is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Hardaway in at the point.
Well, the Raptors last season did not fare well against Eastern Conference opponents. And that's something that they have to improve upon with this young roster. You've got to establish yourself at home and games against teams in your conference. That's important.
And for the Raptors, Clark, when you look at the Eastern exactly devastating.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, they may not contend for the playoffs this season, but a move here, a move there, adding a piece, they could be right back in the playoff picture for maybe that 7th or 8th spot.
And he makes the first.
Well, McGrady just isn't the same guy that he was in the early part of his decorated NBA career. His knees have bothered him the last couple of seasons. So he's not the same guy, but occasionally he'll find a way to give you a glimpse of that old Tracy McGrady.
You're going back to T-Mac, if he can still provide that special moment for a team every so often, that may make him valuable enough to keep around.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, just seeing him take over or make a big play can lift and elevate a team. I think his presence, obviously you're not going to get it on a regular basis, but when those moments are available, I think he can add some real value to a team because he can be special on occasion.
Now Bosch. Carter's missing on the three. LeBron kicks to Wade. Back to LeBron. There's the block. And it's the Raptors' ball. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Well, and for the sake of bragging rights, it's in effect a best-of-3 season series between these two clubs. So they kind of want to get off to a good start here.
Now here is Carter. Banked in off the glass.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Here's Wade. He had 25 points in the win against Atlanta. Going back quickly to what Steve mentioned, almost like a mini playoff series when you face a team 3 times in a season.
I think so. It depends on how soon you meet them within that season. Obviously not quite as important as the postseason, but you do know somebody's coming out on top after that third meeting. You know, Kevin, is letting him get that free near the basket.
We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
He told me that anytime you're dealing with a team that has the kind of firepower Miami does, you've got to come in with an aggressive attitude. He said he wants his guys to be the aggressors and to try to keep the Heat's big 3 on their heels. He wants his team, rather than their team, setting the pace. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Another miss by LeBron.
When the Heat struggled early on last season, Eric Spoelstra was unfairly thrown on the hot seat. He kept his cool, though, very impressively, and the Heat turned their season around and the talk quieted down. That's a credit to Spoelstra. You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, to me it looked like they were bamboozled and confused. I mean, they didn't seem to be very well prepared for what got thrown at them.
Here's LeBron. He's coming off a 28-point game against Atlanta. Inside to Mourning. Gets it to go. Mourning's got his first bucket in this one. Back to Spoelstra at Miami. Clark, with the way the Heat finished, you have to think things will change. I know, Steve, you were very impressed with the way he managed that team in the postseason.
Yeah, I thought Eric Spoelstra was great. Now, a lot of people are focusing on the final series when Rick Carlisle stole the show, but to be fair to Spoelstra, he inherited a very difficult situation with a lot of talent but huge expectations. And I think Miami had a solid year, a very good year. The question now is, can they get back to the finals and finish the job?
Here's LeBron. Hits the jumper. LeBron's now got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Calderon, averaging 8 points a game. Tipped away. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here, take a look at the Heat. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And of course, there's the Raptors, a game behind.
Checking out Miami, they've been effective in just about every aspect of the game. I mean, you can't find too many things that they do wrong. They're a very complete team.
Which is exactly why they've been able to maintain their status, Clark, as one of the favorites for the NBA title this season. I mean, there's no easy way out against this club on a nightly basis. I mean, they're talented, they execute, they're well coached. That's why they are who they are.
Here's Wade. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
how Dwayne Wade plays so hard and he's so athletic. He ends up in midair half the time getting knocked down. So he's always going to miss a handful of games with injury, but just an amazing talent and a great force offensively.
What you said about Wade, that injury risk will always be there, the way he's constantly attacking the rim.
Well, you don't want to take away that aggressiveness, and you just hope that he doesn't get too many injuries, but also that he maintains his body at a really high level during the season and during the offseason so he can withstand his attacking type style.
The feed now to Canby. Over Hardaway. Rebounded by Hardaway.
I tell you, he's worked hard to improve his jumper, but it still hasn't clicked for him.
Canby picks him up. The jump hook. James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Thinking back to LeBron, you'd have to think he'd go about the way he left Cleveland slightly different in retrospect if he had a chance to redo it and rewind a bit.
And Clark, getting back to what you said about LeBron and that whole July of last year when he made this decision and made it so public, I think Cleveland fans were probably ticked off on many levels. They didn't like the show. They didn't like the way it was handled. They didn't like finding out over the air. And Steve, I'm sure you could agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much his decision to leave as a free agent. It's just the way he went about it. And he could have handled it better. He knows that now. He's apologized. But because of the way it was handled, I think Cleveland fans will not be feeling too good about LeBron for a long, long time.
Now Bosch. Carter's missing on the 3. Morning inside. McGrady covering. Hardaway for 3. That's good. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hardaway against Calderon. Back to McGrady. He's picked up by LeBron. They're moving it around. He feeds it to Calderon. Clock at 6. Hardaway with the steal.
Boy, that's a wonderful read and react play to pick that pass off.
Tipped. And Toronto has possession. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, there weren't too many highlights for them in that one. All around, not a very good effort for that club.
Well, offensively and defensively, nothing really came together for them.
Calderon passes to McGrady. They need this. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Calderon, that's good. Calderon's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the hardest part of that play was getting to the rebound. After that, it was easy.
Raptors with the lead.
Turned it over there, but they built this lead by making the most of their possessions and keeping their turnovers really low.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That wasn't an easy call, but I think it was the right one. Looked like he got hit on the way up.
Yes, sir. Clearly gets him while he's releasing the ball there, Steve. No doubt about it.
And when LeBron joined the Heat last year, guys, I think he really wanted to play with a scorer. You know, LeBron's more of a playmaker, a guy who creates offense for others. And I think he pictured himself teaming up with Wade to be the backcourt of the future.
Jared Bayless has checked in for Jose Calderon. And here comes McGrady. He has 7 and stolen by LeBron. Mourning kicks to Wade. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Wade's got his second bucket. Going back to what Steve said about LeBron and Wade, Clark,
to set other people up, and he's comfortable also taking over when needed. So I think the fact that it took a little while is overblown because that was to be expected. It's not something that was going to come together quickly and at a high level.
Both can be unselfish.
Exactly, and Wade can attack, and LeBron is fine watching him do that. Here is Bayless.
After the made shot from Dwayne Wade, Bayless dishes to McGrady. 4 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Oakley tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. It's all knotted up.
How about the body control, guys? He goes up strong, doesn't he?
Wade outside. Defended by Carter. Wade against Carter. Good. 6 points for Wade. Here is Bayless. Just over 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
Well, you knew Miami would be a new big power in the East with the big 3 in tow. They didn't disappoint, blowing right by their conference win total from the prior season.
And here comes Tim Hardaway. He kicks it to Bosch. Here's Mourning. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way up. Yeah, Clark, what you were saying before, the Heat before LeBron and Bosch came won 32 games in all. But with them on board, they won 38 games. Steve, very nice number.
Yeah, and that 38 was only bested by those 39 Eastern Conference wins. So Miami really handled its business well last year.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Back to LeBron. Pushes up. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Charles Oakley.
I'll tell you what, guys, for the Raptors last season, a huge drop-off in their road record. I mean, just 6 wins all season long. The prior season, they had won 15 on the road.
And for the Raptors, 6 wins on the road. Clark, you talked about that. Not unusual for a team that Steve won only 22 games all year.
Yeah, not at all. And I'm sure with their high-scoring style, they gave the opponent's home fans some exciting games to watch. But, you know, that's how.
Let's see it again with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
That's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
Carter against Wade. LeBron James on the wing. Over McGrady. Rebound Camby.
This has been a strong statement by them, the way they've come out and attacked the glass early.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. I love the physical play, the fact that they're taking the game right to their opponents. Toronto needs to do a better job guarding against LeBron James.
Already with 8 points, and he has picked a lot of pockets tonight.
Causing so much frustration for this offense. Well, you could see last season with the big 3 that early on, offensively, they couldn't quite figure it out. But as the season went on, they got more and more comfortable with each other. And I thought by the end of the year, they played pretty well together.
.131 left to play in the first. Clark touching back on the Heat. Looking at the opponents they had to face, no easy matchups for them.
Man, Boston, Chicago, then Dallas, they saw a lot of tough matchups in their road to the finals, and that ultimately might have taken its toll on them because Dallas kind of wore them out in that final series. Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it.
Youngest teams in the league last season. He may have been one of the youngest starting fives in league history. Jared Bayless, DeMar DeRozan, Amir Johnson, Sonny Weems, and Ed Davis. That starting lineup averaged just 22 years of age.
Shot to stop the drought. Wade, good. Wade's got 8.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Of course, the truism in the NBA is that young teams don't win much, but you can keep them together. Perhaps that might make a difference. The Raptors hoping their young players, Clark, can turn things around as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they've got some promising players, and I agree with you. You find a young star talent like a Kevin Durant. I mean, that's what everybody's looking to try to do now. It's a lot easier said than done, but we've seen if you get that kind of player, things can turn around pretty quick.
Well, the top 4 players for Oklahoma City, for instance, 22 or younger.
Yeah.
So, yes, you're right.
It can be done.
So it's Miami now. Raptors knocking down the tray. And the shot is good.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here's Johnson. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Johnson. And the running layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
If they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And I think defensively, you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 1.
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down.
Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Here's Wade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dwayne Wade and Mike Miller at the 2 and the 3. Eric Dampier is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard position.
And you look back at LeBron's arrival in Miami and how it affected Dwayne Wade. Well, his shooting and scoring went down a little bit, but you would expect that with so many weapons offensively. I thought Wade was very efficient and really sacrificed his game.
And it's Carter picking him up. The shot by Wade, no good. You talk about sacrificing his game. It was something that Wade had to do, as well as LeBron and Bosh when they all came together in Miami.
I think it's a major adjustment for all 3, maybe more so for Wade and Bosh than LeBron. I think LeBron is comfortable being a facilitator. As a matter of fact, I think he likes that most about playing basketball.
Really?
That's what I seem to see him get the most enjoyment out of it. Passing the ball, setting other people up. And his brilliant talent dictates that he has to do more in order for his teams to win. So I think for Bosh, who had been a prominent focal point of the offense for Toronto, and for Wade, who's been unbelievable throughout his career, they probably had to make a bit more of an adjustment than even LeBron did.
You know what's interesting about LeBron with his size and the power he puts in back of every pass, those cross-court passes look effortless. But you need a strong throw to get it over there and on the money.
Yeah, that's his greatest attribute to me, other than his ungodly athleticism.
Yes.
And speed. His passing ability is really special.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. Look now at the Raptors' upcoming schedule. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take
16 points, and he's had a steal in there, too.
Well, the defense has really been the key to this game, and he's setting the tone.
That free throw good from Wade.
Well, the big story, of course, a year ago for Miami was the formation of the big three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And although it took some time for those three to click, eventually they figured it out.
Steve, back to what you said about Miami. They struggled out of the gate. They were 9-8, but after a rough November, they kicked it on in December. And Clark, I think really the game that kind of spun them around was their first LeBron appearance in Cleveland. The slam dunk by Wade. Replay here. Spike slam cam showing it once more.
Well, he got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops.
Split, Clark.
Will it go? Oh, that's blocked.
You may want to start spreading the ball around a little bit. His shot is off right now.
Calderon against Chalmers. Wade against Carter. Shoots from the post. Shot's good by Dampier. And it's a 9-point Heat lead.
He can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Here's Wade. He's got 20. Defended by Christie. And there's the rejection. But they get it back. Shot's good by Dampier.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean,
avoiding giving up an easy dunk.
Well, I think that's just good, smart basketball. Make him earn his points at the line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Vince Carter always had a knack for hitting tough shots, and with his length and that athleticism, you knew he could create space and shoot over the top of defenders.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Bargnani. And so we conclude the first half. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
It's Friday night, and you got a date with the NBA. We've seen these two pace their team so far in the first half. Let's see what they'll have in store for later. And now looking on other games from the NBA.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Here's Wade. So for Toronto right now, Tracy McGrady is out there with Oakley. And there's... Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw down there. Boy, how about the touch on that pass? Lobbed it up there nice and soft. Feather.
Raptors trail by 13. Hardaway with the steal. Solo break. A slam dunk by Wade.
And those points are made possible by that perfect entry pass.
Shoots from the corner. And it's Carter missing.
Not a bad look, though. You like his chances to make that one.
You sure do, but he can't hit them all.
LeBron outside. Inside to Mourning. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got 4 assists in the game.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
And there's the pass to McGrady from deep. And that one's good. McGrady's got 16 points.
You look at how they've been scoring the basketball, and it's really fun to watch them because all the baskets are coming off assists.
Well, keep that in mind. I mean, they're a much more efficient team when they make that extra pass. When they get in trouble, it's when they're taking quick shots. But Miami last season, despite their struggles as they tried to find that rhythm with their new big three, they ended up finishing second in the NBA in team field goal percentage.
Free throw good, LeBron. Steve, getting back to the Heat, you look at who is taking their shots, and it isn't surprising to see the shooting percentage, Clark, I'm sure for you too, so high.
Well, I mean, you look at LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, all were right around 50% from the floor and accounted for 67% of the team field goal tries. So, you know, it's hard to blame them for taking that higher percentage of the shots when they were making so many of them.
Straight up, Carter with the bucket. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Heat leading by 15. Pass to Wade. Defended by Carter. Releases and blocked.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
The leaner inside. Offensive rebound. Camden. McGrady outside. Calderon. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Calderon with it. Oakley a screen on Bosch. Outside Carter. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists tonight. Here's LeBron. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Kevin, you look at Jose Calderon from Spain, came to the NBA as a free agent in 2005 and really gifted. An excellent ball handler, doesn't turn it over, sees the floor well, and can knock down open shots.
Calderon's offense, Steve, and the flip side to that is his defense, and that's where he's had some issues.
I think the hamstring tear that he suffered a few seasons back robbed him of a...
Man, oh man, the Sprite Slam Cam for another look.
That was a little freaky right there, tricky as well. Now that's
What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, so far in this one, he's played a different role than normal, but he's done a nice job as his team's playmaker here today.
As the fourth quarter gets going, let's swing it over to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark report. Doris?
Well, Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat just put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. A big offensive outburst in the third period is what has them in the lead right now. There's still a lot of work to be done, and anything can happen.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch mark of the Here's LeBron. And they double him up with LeBron. Kicks it to Mourning. LeBron against McGrady. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Calderon.
so a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutive. Both times turnover. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
No, Clark, you know, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
Here's LeBron. Defended by Carter. And the shot is good. 34 points for LeBron.
You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
From the top of the key. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Here's LeBron. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
McGrady covering. The 10-footer. And again, it's LeBron James. LeBron's now got 36.
Anytime they've needed a hoop, he's taken over one shot after another. Boy, is he playing well.
Open look. Rebound by the Raptors. McGrady's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shoots the 3. Here's Carter. 9-second effort. Good job staying with it. Carter's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Hardaway. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Here's LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's now got 38 points.
I can tell you for sure they didn't want this. They're getting pounded, brutalized inside.
Now, it wouldn't be so bad if they were getting the same looks on the other end, but that's just not the case.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
Now McGrady defending. LeBron kicks to Mourning. LeBron against McGrady. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. McGrady. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Jamario Moon, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Raptors making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Free throw good, LeBron. Here is Calderon. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. By Hardaway. Calderon kicks to Carter. Over Wade. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Calderon.
Now, they probably needed more of this earlier, guys. I don't think there's enough time left to get back into the game.
Guys, this is really a case of too little too late, but at least it gives them something to work off of going into the next game.
Wade, double team. And here's LeBron outside. And Vince Carter pulls it down. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think?
I don't see it. Very little chance of a comeback. I think this is over.
Now Mourning. From 20 feet out. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by LeBron. And the Heat lead by 13. Here's Calderon. Can't connect. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night.
Catch me in my Mercedes, bumping ice, baby screaming shady.
averaging 2.5 meals. 45 minutes to come back to the cozy 3-room flat. Plumbing and health professor told me so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always take care of that -9. My experience is that's why. Well, I call the time goes and goes. By the numbers, young. Are you handsome? Are you strong? There's 3 girls. By the numbers, reading the signs in every day. 3 girls. By the numbers, reading the signs in every day. 3 girls.
Return all feedback and turntables to their most LeBron in line position. Once again, return all feedback and turntables to their most LeBron in line position. Also, this time,
My name at the is Robert Parrish. When it comes to the J's, I got the classics. Jason Kids, and I got the Patricks. Number 1, out of all the draft picks, championship, gots to have it. Been a starter since day 1. I'm with Kanye, I'm with Akon. I run with kings like Tyreek, cause I've been the prince like Tayshaun. But I feel like LeBron everywhere I go, cause every time I score, you know, them haters looking at me. Looking sideways, looking sideways, looking sideways. Them haters looking at me. Looking sideways, looking sideways, looking sideways. Them haters looking at me. Looking sideways, looking sideways, looking sideways. Them haters looking at me. Looking sideways, looking sideways, looking sideways. Them haters looking at me. Win raw, big dog, run through the zone like Chris Paul. I'm somewhere, a mile high like Carmelo when the Knicks call. You D-Rose with the free throws. I done made every shot. You to think I got the cheat code. Memphis Grizzlies, beast mode. 47 Carolinko. When I'm hurt, I'm suited up. Never catch me in street clothes. I'm on point like Rondo. More blocks than Matumbo. I'm working out in the morning. My trainer name is Alonzo. So I don't care who play, cause when I'm done playing 2